while we're here, it wouldn't hurt if we checked in at the lodge.
Captain, it is pleasant
Here.
to see you.
I have something for you. Oh, you're incorrigible. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know. I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
Hey, this really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with? Yeah... I can't really just let you in there. I think we can work something out. Alright, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second. Alright, make it quick, will you?
Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about. No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you. You're not keeping me out here. I am. Just... Here, let me explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. Had we notched some significant achievements, I'd agree with you. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Yeah? You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed, because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. Because of my lack of foresight, all I ended up with was a shuttered division and a bunch of excuses. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know. No, damn it. For once, I'm going to say what's on my mind instead of pretending that everything's okay. Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced. Oh, you have no idea how tempting that sounds. But then dumping everything I've worked so hard to achieve, it's like I've wasted another decade of my life. I can't do that. Ah, so frustrating. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn. Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just... I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
I used to be an actuary.
Scan as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. No.
There's got to be more to life.
Good to see you.
This.
Might be time for a change.
Hey there! You look like the planet-hopping type. Got any room on your ship for someone like me? Aye aye, Captain. I won't overcharge you. I'm grateful for the offer. I've been out of a job since I left the Freestar Rangers. You're short on credits?
It's the same damn thing, day in and day out.
Get what you need.
In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for. I hear you. I try to be.
I can't tell one day from
I'd
the
like
next.
to think so. Well, the last thing I want is you going bankrupt on my account. I'll work for whatever you can pay. Oh, well, I guess there's no accounting for taste, huh? If you change your mind, I'll be here.
This is getting old.
Yeah, gotta try and liven things up a little.
Never a dull day in the big city. Hey there, new guy. Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. I certainly hope not. This is a huge deal to me, but it's not worth either of us murdering over. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not not like unlimited free drinks. But you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really? Thank you so much.
There's got to be more to life than this.
Might be time for a change.
You know, I had a guy in here last week ranting that General Shao ought to send the Marines down into the well. I'm usually all for letting folks speak their mind. Most times it can't be helped after a few drinks. But that was just too much. Anybody stuck living in the well, it almost certainly isn't by choice. And things down there aren't that bad.
I can't tell one day from the next anymore.
Hey, gotta try to liven things up a little.
You're in the right place. See, this only works if we both talk. Otherwise, I'm just giving a speech, and I hate public speaking.
I can't tell
See you
one
around.
day from the next anymore.
Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it? I guess you could say I've always had it. Once you've been all over, like I have, you might find yourself in something like this too. Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier. Retired, actually, from too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah? And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all.
This is getting old.
Gotta try to liven things up a little.
Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
This is getting old.
Okay, that's it. So, some of you have come.
Excuse me?
Any vacancies on your crew?
It's the same damn thing, day in and day out.
Suit yourself?
A change of scenery.
Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask. Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, he does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile. There is a bit more in the back if you're not seeing. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for coming in.
Do you, Captain?
I heard you're fluent in over 2
Now,
dozen
you're not
verbal
pestering the
and
captain,
vocal languages.
Pester? You think I'm a pest?
Oh, never. Poor choice of words. Being nice to the crew, too.
Of course.
So this book collection fund I heard about?
Don't you always say, don't listen to rumors?
I'm doing an oral history of Constellation's most decorated members. It's just me repeating your name into a data slate for 5 hours. You're close. I heard that you're so far. Yes! How close should I follow you? 2 meters behind? 1 meter? Less than 1 meter? I just want to make sure you've got enough space, emotionally. Oh, wow. If you insist, I'll try not to faint.
I'll get back to what I was doing. You know where to find me.
Sometimes I think you've... Fill your pack to the brim on purpose. To give yourself a handicap. I saw it in a movie once.
Good day, Captain.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
That seems like a small decision, but they all add up over time.
Hello, and welcome to Terra. Telling them I am a manager. I should be managing.
Coffee. Pick one, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives.
Make a premium cappuccino. Double dairy and no whip. Pardon?
Thanks for choosing Terra
I will
Brew.
not make
What can I get?
whatever it is
Certainly.
necessary.
Please take your time.
Because this place is a disorganized mess. What you asked me to do is literally impossible.
This all feels like a dream. So if anyone tries to...
How can I help you, Captain? Oh, Captain. I don't know if we've met yet. I'm Sergeant Yumi. You wouldn't be here about the job, would you? Might not be worth your time, considering your rank.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave, Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested? Well, first things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all? Oh yeah? And I'm the CEO of Galbank. Look, I can appreciate a wise ass, but if I catch you lying for real, we're going to have a problem.
Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
You know, MAST, the Military, Administrative, and Scientific Triumvirate. Giant building in the center of the city? Headquarters of the entire United Colonies? I really should have given you a more thorough interview.
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business. See you later. How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go ahead and ask.
Is it weird that I still get nervous around you? We're literally best friends, after all.
I'm sorry, I really can't afford to be distracted. I need to get to the bottom of this. Yes, concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance? Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me? Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
That was quite a fall. I wonder if your boots need polishing.
On my work. When's the
You're out there alive, right? In space?
Me?
Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing.
Hey, are you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me? Yeah, it was. Weird, right? Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
They'll have our table ready soon.
Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center, let us know. We're always striving to improve. Welcome to UC Distribution. Something I can do for you? Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it? Oh, really? Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we? Pleasure doing business with you. Right. Come back if you need something else.
Service with a smile. That...
Seems like the Crimson Fleet.
If it isn't my... I need all of the biosensors if the data... So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right. We'll just upload the data. Give it a moment. And just another moment. It is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. Relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my. It seems my concerns were valid all along. Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to Mast immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once. Yes, it does feel good to be right. Particularly when others have attempted to convince you otherwise. Repeatedly. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in Mast at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation. Ah, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again. Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of MAST. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't it? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time... While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good. I am attempting to formulate one, yes. But until I have all of the relevant information, it is impossible to do so. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me. Not necessarily, but if you're offering your services, you've certainly proven to be reliable help in the past. One of the other researchers in MAST, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say? Oh, thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process?
What can I do for you, Captain?
Greetings, Captain.
Yeah, what is it?
I still don't know how you lost that picture. Nibbles the comic. Eating bunny.
Keep a lookout. Notify us.
I have a pen pal in New Atlantis.
Oh, I'm beat. But that's what happens when you work harder than anyone else. Ah, didn't think we had any new miners on account of the positions being full up. Well, that's a little weird. But as long as Trevor's okay with it, I can't say that I mind. Anyway, I'm Layla. When I'm not mining, I'm tinkering with Gnome, our unofficial mascot. I fill that computer brain of his with all sorts of nonsense and announcements. Of course, if you're here to chat, I'm always happy to talk shop. Especially if you're interested in talking about the heart of Mars. Oh, so you're interested in the heart of Mars, are you? Word is there's a cave out in the Martian waste with a gleaming node of the purest titanium ore you've ever seen. It's worth quite a lot of credits, but some say the heart of Mars is cursed. Hundreds have gone in search of it, never to return. And every one of them met a grisly fate. Maybe, just maybe, you could be the first to succeed, though. You know, if you think you got what it takes. No judgment if you're too scared. That's the spirit. You sure didn't seem like the type to be scared off by tales of cursed rocks. I'll give you the coordinates for the cave. Good luck out there, and be careful. Very funny. Who sent you to ask? Was it Rivka? No, she seems to know what she's doing. I bet it was Hank, wasn't it? He always acts like he's top dog, but we all know he couldn't mine his way out of a wet paper bag. Oh, you're a miner too. Funny, I didn't think there were any new contracts starting. Which means you must work for a rival company. And if you think I'm going to divulge trade secrets, you've got another thing coming. Look, I won't report you, because we've all been there. But I'm not going to help you either. I like this job. I don't have any intention of losing it over something like this. Yeah, Gnome's been down here forever. He's also been broken forever. Can't actually walk or do work, and we don't have it in the budget to fix him. No one's had the heart to junk him. But when I started, I gave him new purpose. I programmed him to tell us local news and announcements. I modeled his responses after my own sarcastic sense of humor. It proved to be popular, so I did what any aspiring comedian would do and gave him a bunch of stupid jokes to tell. People love it. Or at least that's what they say. This is only my second contract, so I think I've been here for 4 years now. It's great. I love it here. I'm working on getting those red eyes that are all the rage these days, you know. You'll hear a lot of these other chumps complaining about Sidonia. They say it's boring or dangerous or whatever. Look, I come from an ice planet. These people have no idea what they're talking about. Sidonia is practically paradise compared to where I grew up. Why? I mean, who wouldn't want cool blood red eyes? It's kind of a badge of honor thing around here. People know you're hot stuff when you got red eyes. Also, it freaks people who don't know about them. Except for little kids. They always seem to think it's awesome. Either way, it makes for fun social gatherings. Hey, see you around, I guess.
Be careful around the equipment.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in? Oh, yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off world, then maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, you know, extra for your trouble. You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
Space frog from outer space. He'll put a smile on your face. Visits all the planets and all the stars right now.
Since you helped us out with the equipment and all, I was wondering if I could talk to you. It's probably not, but I can't afford to go get it looked at. It's not a matter of money. There's more to it than that. Actually, maybe this is wrong. You're a total stranger. Forget I said anything. Thanks, I'll try it, but I really should see an actual doctor. It's clear you want to help. Maybe I can trust you. See, I'd like to go to Reliant Medical for treatment, but my father, Nathan, is an executive with the Reliant. I came to Sidonia to escape him. Nathan is not a good man. Not to me. And I did something terrible to him, so now he is searching far and wide for me. He has connections with doctors throughout the settled systems. I don't know which ones I can trust, and it won't end well for me if they snitch to him. Trevor tells me you're skilled in dealing with people. Maybe you could try to reason with my father, or maybe scare him into backing off. But you should know, he has powerful and dangerous friends, so you must be careful. If it works, I'll be free. If not, well, at least he still won't know where to find me. What do you think? It just so happens there's a conference he goes to on Neon around this time of year. He always stays at Hotel Volai. He won't see visitors he doesn't know, but maybe he'll talk if you tell him you're there on my behalf. It's risky, but maybe he'll listen if he knows you mean him no harm. I've got it. Bring him a bottle of his favorite whiskey, Red Harvest Reserve. Say it's... say it's a peace offering from me. That whiskey is exceedingly rare. I'm sure it will pique his interest enough to hear what you have to say. Good luck. You can check with Jack at the Broken Spear for the whiskey. He may have some or know where to get it. And thank you so much for trying to help me.
Red and orange. Everything's red and orange, as far as the eye can see.
If you know anyone in need of food or shelter, please send them.
I'm so sorry, that wasn't directed at you at all. I'm just really stressed out at the moment. You're fine. Actually, maybe you can help me? I'm aware of what you did for Trevor. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say anything to Peter. I feel like I can trust you. I'm Gilly. I'm a psychologist working for Deimos, and I've been utterly swamped with work lately, trying to make a deadline. I could use a hand tracking down some of our employees and delivering psychological questionnaires to them. You can? Oh, wow, thanks. I don't even know who I've got left in the stack, but take a look at the names and track them down. When they've all filled out the forms, just bring them back to me and I'll go through them. Just tell them you're assisting Gilly. Oh, and don't read what they write down. It's supposed to be confidential. Thanks again.
Serving drinks bank's here for over 40 years. A few places. I am, but you don't look like the type that could afford it. The last person that came through here asking about it was none other than Governor Hurst. Didn't even want to drink it. Said he was buying it to put it on display in his office or something. Seems like a waste, but whatever. He paid up. Now you got my attention. This ought to be good. I do have a soft spot for that girl. Why didn't you say so? I know Rivka's story. Will this really help her? I do believe you, but you realize what kind of a bind this puts me in, right? Tell you what, I'll do this as a favor for Rivka. She's been through a lot. I'll only charge you what I paid for the whiskey years ago. Give me that, and it's yours. I sure hope you're not pulling my leg about this whole thing, or else I just let all that money slip away. You better do justice for Rivka.
It's not easy, coordinating corporate efforts between the Star Yard and here.